Well, we're here again. It's going to be a banner year, I'm sure. This is kind of an interesting one because I don't know all the information. I just know that Russia started doing some stuff up on the whole thing. And the prophetic side of the whole darn deal, it's going to happen. It says so in the Bible that it's going to happen, that Russia, which is Gog, and it's going to have war with Magog, which I believe is in mainland China. And, you know, it's just not a good deal. I think about the Simpsons prophecies, though, because, you know, people like to throw that out there that, you know, Matt Groening is a time traveler. And, because, you know, you see things on the Simpsons that happen, and then, like, they happen in real life, like, years later. Like, they like to say that, you know, Simpsons predicted 9/11. You know, the uncannily similar portrayal of Trump on that escalator, you know, thing, including the little piece of paper that dropped from that one lady. It's just weird that it all, like, set up like it did. But, you know, I also think about that line in the Simpsons Future episode where Lisa marries, like, this British guy, and Homer goes, "Hey, we saved your butts in World War II." He said something else, but... And then the British guy goes, "Hey, we saved your butts in World War III." Is that going to be something that we're going to see? I don't know. Just the thought in my brain space when I thought about that. But on the truth of the matter is, a lot of people make the comments, you know, we live on this side of the world and there hasn't been a major catastrophe on this side of the world, yada yada. Well, what's to say that it's gonna always be that way, you know? Let's just say that we don't have that problem hit our shores, you know? We ain't had a major attack on our side of the world since, you know, well, what was 9/11? I don't know, a lot of people say that was an inside job, but, you know, that was an attack on our shores. You got to think about, from that point on, how many companies, how many corporations from overseas have infiltrated, we'll call it that, infiltrated our market. You know, we got the Mississippi River just 20 miles that direction. And the main shipping company that runs up and down the Mississippi River in this area is owned by China. So, let's just say the Magog of the story here decides, oh, you know, we just don't like you, and we're going to shut down your river. And any tributaries crashing said river. That splits the nation right in half. They can bring whatever they want up that river. They can contaminate the water at the peak of the river and make everybody south of that contamination sick. It's not a very good story, not a very good fight. I know that there was a lot of, like, military, and I'm going to try to, like, not describe in grave detail what I know, but I'll do it in a blanket statement that there's, like, a lot of military activities that happen on U.S. soil here that involve certain countries that are now waging war against other certain countries. That could be a problem later on, especially if those people are still in our country doing the things that they do with the equipment they have already here. You know, could it wage war on this on U.S. soil? Very, 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 very likely now. But on the other side of that deal, we got a president who has his own agenda, or has somebody else's agenda coming on this thing, and he shut down any production in the United States. He has this major push for self-sustaining energy and self-sustaining vehicles that can travel on self-sustaining energy, but the infrastructure's not there, and he hasn't figured that part out. But he's going to shut down, you know, oil production in the United States. And he's also going to cut ties with oil companies out of the United States. So he's going to put us in the point where we're going to be sink or swim. But he doesn't realize shipping runs on oil. groceries, you know, that you get run on shipping, you know, all that stuff you gotta account for, and it's gonna drive the prices up. We already have an inflated dollar due to the stimulus program that we have, and yeah, it's gonna be a freak show. So yeah, it's gonna be a banner year. It is going to be a banner year. I will give you that much right now. That being said, I made it to the end of my 5-minute spiel here. I always put a word at the end of my videos, and the word for today is Ukraine. And so you guys gotta be praying about those guys and thinking about those guys. So the word for today is actually a place, Ukraine. Put that in the comments. I know that you made clear the end of my ramblings, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.